Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Outlaw Trails, the role-playing game story. I'm titling this one Manhunt. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. And the latest one coming out should be available early March is the role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game, Outlaw Trails. I designed this game for simplicity, ease, and fun. It is heavy on role play, and it's the Old West. It's the game that I've been talking about for years on my channel. So I hope you get it, and I hope you like it. Manhunt. Here we go. Years ago, I was playing in my friend Earl's game. Earl was an excellent game master, and we all enjoyed his games. We had 4 players: myself, Randy, Bobby, and Kevin. Now, for whatever reason, Bobby wanted us to be outlaws. I was not against the idea, but I wanted to get established a bit first so that we would have a better chance to be successful outlaws. Evidently, Bobby couldn't wait. My character got a job at the local smithy, and part of the job was included, part of the pay included a room out back of the storeroom, behind the storeroom. My second night of sleeping there, a ruckus woke me up. I had no idea what was going on, so I put on my clothes and strapped on my gun. Turns out someone had robbed the freight office and killed 3 men in the process. I walked down to the sheriff's office to see if I could help. They tried to arrest me on the spot. Turns out my 3 friends, whom the entire town watched me hanging out with and knew that we were friends, my 3 friends had done the deed. I knew I wasn't going to get a fair shake, so I shot it out with the sheriff and I wounded him. I didn't kill him, but I wounded him, and I stole a horse and fled into the hills. The sheriff had said my friends escaped that way, so I figured to catch up to him. Maybe get the money back and hopefully get it back, or barring that, at least join them and be together as a group. The deputy organized a 6-man posse and took out in pursuit. I had a 10-minute head start, and I tried every trick I knew to shake them. I rode in the stream for a mile, then I exited onto rocky ground and stuck to it like glue. When the rocky ground ran out, I rode into some trees, stayed in them for another mile or 2. I cut a large branch and tied it behind the horse to hide the tracks. I rode until the horse was played out and then turned into a little glade. There was good grass and a little stream. I made a dry camp and found some jerky in the saddlebags. I staked the horse there right by the river so he could eat and drink and rest. The next morning, I saddled up and was about to exit the glade when I saw the posse's camp about a mile off. I turned and headed out the other way, following the stream uphill. I took it easy, saving the horse as much as possible. When I'd covered a couple of miles, I turned into the woods along a ridge and followed it, trying to stay obscured. I came upon a little cabin. There was no sign of anyone around. There was a lean-to with hay and a water trough. I unsaddled a horse and put him in there, and then I rubbed him down good and made sure he was well cared for. Then I checked out the cabin. Nobody had been there in months. I got a fire going and found a coffee pot. I checked the trunk in the corner and found coffee, beans, and a skillet. I soon had food cooking and coffee on. Then the posse showed up. They had me cornered and they knew it. I shot it out with them for like 2 days. I killed 2 of them before they got the horse. At that point, I knew I was screwed. Then they hit the cabin. They lit the cabin, on fire. I couldn't stay put. I had no options. I had to surrender. As they were taking me in, I had the opportunity to plead my case. Turns out the other 3 players, after I got back to town and they had the trial and everything, they hung my character. My character hung. Turns out the other 3 players had died robbing the freight office. The sheriff took the money and framed me for it. They hung me, and right there, it was not a good, not a good game for us. It was a total party kill. Yeah, the party, whenever you're playing in a role-playing game, the party pretty much has to be at least somewhat united. When the party gets divided, that's when problems occur. As a group, you can face pretty much any challenge, teamwork and all that. But when when the party goes different directions, that's when the real trouble occurs. And there's an old adage: never split the party. It works in D&D and every other tabletop role playing game. There's even a song about it: never split the party. Yeah, that's sound advice. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.